Pada 20 September 2014, aktor Inggris dan Duta Besar PBB untuk Wanita, Emma Watson memberikan pidato yang cerdas, penting, dan mengharukan tentang ketidaksetaraan gender dan cara melawannya. Dengan melakukan itu, dia meluncurkan inisiatif HeForShe yang bertujuan untuk membuat pria dan anak laki-laki bergabung dalam perjuangan feminis untuk kesetaraan gender. Dalam pidatonya, Watson membuat poin penting bahwa agar kesetaraan gender tercapai, stereotip maskulinitas dan ekspektasi perilaku yang merusak harus diubah. Dengan tegas dan tatapan meyakinkan, Emma menekankan bahwa kesetaraan gender memang sangat dibutuhkan di era seperti sekarang ini. Baginya, wanita juga pantas mendapatkan hak-hak dan pelayanan yang sama seperti pria. Kenapa kata feminis menjadi hal yang tabu? Menurutku, sudah menjadi hakku untuk dibayar dengan gaji yang sama seperti lawan jenisku, pria. Menurutku, sudah menjadi hakku untuk bisa membuat keputusan sendiri terhadap tubuhku. Menurutku, setiap wanita berhak untuk terlibat dalam pengambilan kebijakan dan keputusan yang akan mempengaruhi hidup kami. Di dalam pidatonya, Emma juga mengajak para pria untuk mendukung kesetaraan gender. Siapa sangka jika sedikit topik yang ia bicarakan ini sukses menjadi kabar yang sangat menggemparkan dunia. Berbagai tweet yang ditujukan padanya menjadi bukti bahwa Emma benar-benar sukses dalam menyampaikan pidatonya yang sangat cerdas. Cantik, cerdas, dan berprestasi, Emma Watson benar-benar mencerminkan anak muda yang berkeinginan maju dan menuntut perubahan ke arah yang lebih baik.
Today, we are launching a campaign called HeForShe. I am reaching out to you because we need your help. We want to end gender inequality, and to do this, we need everyone involved. This is the first campaign of its kind at the UN. We want to try and galvanize as many men and boys as possible to be advocates for change. And we don't just want to talk about it. We want to try and make sure that I think it is right that women be involved on my behalf in the policies and the decisions that will affect my life. I think it is right that socially I am afforded the same respect as men. But sadly, I can say that there is no one country in the world where all women can expect to receive these rights. No country in the world can yet say that they have achieved gender equality. These rights I consider to be human rights, but I am one of the lucky ones. My life is a sheer privilege because my parents didn't love me less because I was born a daughter. My school did not limit me because I was a girl. My mentors didn't assume that I would go less far because I might give birth to a child one day. These influences were the gender equality ambassadors that made me who I am today. They may not know it, but they are the inadvertent feminists who are changing the world today. We need more of those. And if you still hate the word, it is not the word that is important. It's the idea and the ambition behind it. Because not all women have received the same rights that I have. In fact, statistically, very few have been. In 1997, Hillary Clinton made a famous speech in Beijing about women's rights. Sadly, many of the things that she wanted to change are still true today. But what stood out for me the most was that less than 30% of the audience were male. How can we affect change in the world when only half of it is invited or feel welcome to participate in the conversation? Men, I would like to take this opportunity to extend your formal invitation. Gender equality is your issue too. Because to date, I've seen my father's role as a parent being valued less by society, despite my needing his presence as a child as much as my mother's. I've seen young men suffering from mental illness, unable to ask for help, for fear it would make them less of a man or less of a man. In fact, in the UK, suicide is the biggest killer of men between 20 to 49, eclipsing road accidents, cancer, and coronary heart disease. I've seen men made fragile and insecure by a distorted sense of what constitutes male success. Men don't have the benefits of equality either. We don't often talk about men being imprisoned by gender stereotypes, but I can see that they are, and that when they are free, things will change for women as a natural consequence. If men don't have to be aggressive in order to be accepted, women won't feel compelled to be submissive. If men don't have to control, women won't have to be controlled. Both men and women should feel free to be sensitive. Both men and women should feel free to be strong. It is time that we all perceive gender on a spectrum instead of two sets of opposing ideals. If we stop defining each other by what we are not and start defining ourselves by who we are, we can all be freer. And this is what HeForShe is about. It's about freedom. I want men to take up this mantle so that their daughters, sisters, and
Public speaking yang dimiliki Emma Watson sangat bagus karena dia berhasil memberikan jiwa ke dalam pembicaraannya sehingga audiens yang berada di dalam ruangan itu fokus sama isi pesan yang Emma sampaikan. Public speaking yang sukses sehingga audiens yang mendengar pesan tersebut tidak terdistract dengan hal yang lain. Pesannya tersampaikan ke dalam hati dan juga pikiran. Jika dilihat dari kontennya, bagus sekali dalam durasi 10 menit, isi pesannya sangat berarti dan mendukung apa yang ingin dia sampaikan kepada audiens. Emma Watson berhasil menunjukkan kalau dia berbicara dari hati dan benar-benar peduli sama isu kesetaraan gender. Hal ini terutama terlihat dari ekspresi wajahnya. Kita tahu bahwa Emma Watson berprofesi sebagai seorang artis dan sudah belajar akting selama bertahun-tahun, sehingga dia bisa menunjukkan ekspresi yang sesuai untuk pidato ini, tidak berlebihan dan tidak kekurangan. Bisa dilihat dari sorot matanya. Sorot matanya itu menunjukkan kekhawatiran dan konsen akan masalah kesetaraan gender di dunia yang belum terselesaikan. Teknik vokal juga sempurna, bisa dilihat dari kecepatan bicaranya, tidak terlalu cepat tapi agak lambat. Dia berupaya agar semua kata-kata yang keluar dari mulutnya itu penuh dengan arti, makanya dia memberikan penekanan dan dia mentransferkan energi dan menunjukkan ke setiap kata-kata yang diucapkan.